Hey, how's it going, guys? I want to tell you guys a story. So, the other day I was at my uncle's house and he tripped over it was like a stool that the kids use, like my kids use. They were over at my uncle's house and he was babysitting them, and then I went to pick them up. And he tripped over this stool that they had left on the floor and he yelled. We were all in the other room and he yelled, "Shoot, shoot." I mean, he yelled it at the top of his lungs. And I remember I ran in there. We were all like, "What happened? What happened?" And he actually had like a slight smile on his face. And I was like, "What happened?" And he's like, "I just almost died." And we are like, "Well, what happened?" And he said, "I tripped over the stool that was on the ground." And I looked at my uncle and I said, that was cuss worthy. I was like, "I'm surprised you didn't cuss." Like, my uncle, I've heard him cuss plenty of times. As far as I knew, he was a cusser. And especially when you trip over something that nearly makes you fall and hurt yourself, normally that's when you revert back to your emotional makeup and it forces whatever is inside of you to just spill out. But what spilled out of my uncle was, "Oh, shoot." And I thought that was strange. Like, he's actually changing to the point that because my kids are around, he's acting different. He's using different language, and I really appreciate it. And it made me think back to Monday when I was playing basketball and I let my emotions get the best of me. And I got in basically a shouting match with one of the guys on the basketball court. Now, we play basketball right here at my church in the gym, and I'm basically the person like sponsoring the program. I'm the department head over the fitness ministry, and I'm the one that unlocks the door and introduces everybody and has them sign in. And halfway through playing, me and this other guy got in a dispute about a basketball play, and we just were yelling and arguing, and he was like, "You're not going to yell over me." And I just had to get my way, and I had to have my say. And I remember walking up to him, afterwards and telling him that I loved him. I was like, "I love you, man." It's like, he's a pretty cool guy. But my uncle kind of reminded me that it's possible for me to even change how I act on the basketball court. Now, I am probably the nicest, kindest person you'll ever meet. I don't cuss. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I don't really get angry. Very few people in this life have seen me angry. But on the basketball court, that's where everything it's hands off. Everything just, there's no limits. I can act ridiculous. Now, I still won't cuss, but I will act silly and I'll argue and I'll yell, and I have to have my way, and I'm a sore loser. So, I kind of complain about bad calls and things like that. But my uncle taught me that if he can change, he's in his 60s, he's about to be 70 years old, and if he can change, then I can change. And so I just want to kind of give you an encouraging word. Is like, don't just focus on who you are when everything is good, but think about those times when you're driving and someone cuts you off, or someone steals your parking space at the grocery store. There's nothing worse than that. Or you stub your toe, or someone that you already don't like gets in an argument with you and tries to prove you wrong. Think about those times when your emotions spill out. And I just want to encourage you that you can get it under control. You guys have a good day.